जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। शिव का कर लो ध्यान, आ रहा पावन पुण्य सवेरा। से आए अपने आप को जानो, राजयोग के द्वारा अपना परम पिता पहचानो। इसी राजपथ पर चलकर पालो अपना बसेरा। तुम हो आत्मा तन से न्यारे, परमात्मा को प्यारे। दिव्य गुणों को धारण करके योगी बनो दुलारे। ज्योति बिंदु ही तोड़ेगा ये माया मोह का घेरा। अंतर मन में ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति।
भगवान तुम्हारा ज्ञान सिमर कर मन बेहद हर्षाता है। आनंद मगन आत्म पंछी, आनंद मगन आत्म पंछी अंबर में कहीं खो जाता है। भगवान तुम्हारा ज्ञान सिमर कर परम ज्ञान अब तक न पढ़ा, न लिखा गया है किताबों में। भगवान पढ़ाएंगे सम्मुख, सोचा ना देखा ख्वाबों में। प्रभु मिलन का ये प्यारा अनुभव, प्रभु मिलन का ये प्यारा अनुभव शब्दों में कहा नहीं जाता है। भगवान तुम्हारा ज्ञान सिमर कर सागर की लहर लहराती है, मुरली की मीठी तानों में। ये इंद्रधनुष के रंगों से भरती है उमंगे प्राणों में। सिहर मन मचल मचल, तन सिहर मन मचल मचल, हर पल तेरे गुण गाता है। भगवान तुम्हारा ज्ञान सिमर कर।
Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Good morning. Listening to God's knowledge. The more we listen, the more there is happiness in the mind. Why do we have that happiness? So Baba, the knowledge that he gives, there is variety attainment with the knowledge that Baba gives us. The more we go on listening to the knowledge, the more there is achievement, attainment. On the path of devotion, there is no nectar here. There is nectar for the mind, which means there is attainment. On the path of devotion, we have been listening to many spiritual stories, but there was no attainment there. Even one word of Baba brings so much achievement. Today Baba says he is relating to us the story of immortality, the story of the true Narayan, and the story of the third eye. On the path of devotion, they do have these stories. they say that Shankar related the story of immortality to Parvati on the mountain. Baba says that you all souls are Parvatis, and the Lord of Immortality is relating the story of immortality to you all Parvatis. And this is also the story of becoming the true Narayan. Baba is making us from human beings to Narayan. That is also the story of the third eye, through which we come to know the whole cycle. Whatever Baba is giving us will be remembered as memorials on the path of devotion later. Baba is making us so elevated by giving us this knowledge. Along with listening, there should be churning. The more we churn, the more the happiness will increase. It is knowledge, and it is also the treasure. The more the treasure increases, the more there is happiness. Baba is giving us the imperishable treasures of knowledge. Murli of the 15th of June. Sweet children, Immortal Baba has come to give each of you a third eye of this knowledge. You now know the three aspects of time and the three worlds. Question is, on what basis does the spiritual father give you spirits your inheritance? Answer is, on the basis of how you study. It is the children who study well and make effort to renounce body consciousness and remain soul conscious that receive the Father's inheritance. A worldly father only gives an inheritance to his sons, whereas the Father from beyond this world has a relationship with spirits. And he therefore gives the inheritance to the spirits. The song is, no one is unique like the innocent Lord. Om Shanti. You spiritual children, listen to the story of immortality from the spiritual father in order to go from this land of death to that land of immortality. The land of Nirvana cannot be called the land of immortality. that land of immortality is where you don't experience untimely death. This is why it is called a land of immortality. The spiritual father, who is also called the Lord of Immortality, would definitely tell you the story of immortality in this land of death, in order to take you to that land of immortality. 3 stories are very well known in Bharat: the story of immortality, the story of true Narayan, and the story of the third eye. No one on the path of devotion understands the meaning of the story of the third eye. No one except immortal Baba, the ocean of knowledge, can give you a third eye of this knowledge. They just tell false stories. You, sweetest spiritual children, now understand that each of you is now receiving a third eye of this knowledge with which you know the 3 aspects of time and the 3 worlds. You also know about the incorporeal world, the subtle region, and the beginning, the middle, and the end of this corporeal world. This is why you children consider yourselves to be knowers of the 3 aspects of time. Apart from you, sweetest children, no one in the world is a knower of the 3 aspects of time. No one knows the 3 aspects of time, that is, the beginning, the middle, and the end of this world. Many know about the incorporeal, the subtle, and the corporeal regions, but no one knows the beginning, the middle, and the end of the 3 aspects of time. You sweetest spiritual children are now listening to the spiritual Father. You have now become His children. Only once do you spiritual children meet the spiritual Father. Father teaches you spirits. Because of being body conscious, everyone else says, I am studying this, I am doing this. They become body conscious. Now, at the confluence age, the spiritual Father comes and tells you, spiritual children, to at the confluence age, the spiritual Father comes and tells you, spiritual children, to what does he tell you? And tells you, spiritual children, to study very well. Every child has a right to claim his or her inheritance from the Father, because all are spiritual children. In worldly relationships, only sons have the right to an inheritance. in terms of the relationship with the one from beyond this world, all the children, that is, all the spirits, receive the inheritance. He also tells you the story of the Lord of immortality. It is said that he told the story to Parvati in a cave on a mountain. That is wrong. You children now know what is true and what is false. Only the true Baba tells you what the truth is. The Father comes once and tells you the truth and makes you into the masters of that land of truth. On the path of devotion, we have been listening to stories, but still we went on coming down. Baba says, you know that this land of falsehood is to be set on fire. Nothing of what you see now will remain. There is very little time left. Just as a worldly father would create a sacrificial fire, so this too is Shri Baba's sacrificial fire of knowledge. Some create a sacrificial fire of Rudra and others of the Gita. Some create a sacrificial fire of Ramayana. This is the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Shri Baba or Rudra. This is the final sacrificial fire. You know that you are now going to that land of immortality. The time that now remains is only a few minutes, a few more minutes. No human being knows this. They say that 40,000 years still remain before we go from this land of death to that land of immortality. The golden age is called the land of immortality. Father is now personally sitting in front of you and telling you the story of immortality, the story of the third eye, and the story of true Narayan. You have seen everything that happens on the path of devotion. There is so much expansion on the path of devotion. Just as there is a lot of expansion of a tree, so there is also a big tree of the expansion of the rituals of the path of devotion. Sacrificial fires, fasting, disciplines, tapasya, chanting, etc., they do so much. There are so many who are devotees just in this birth. The number of people continues to grow. Other religions have come into existence since the time that you went onto the path of devotion. each one has a connection with his own religion. The customs and systems of each one are separate. Bharat was a land of immortality. Bharat is now a land of death. You belong to the original eternal deity religion, but because of becoming impure, you can no longer call yourselves deities. You have forgotten that you were deities. They would say that Christ established their religion in a practical way, and so the Christians have continued. It isn't that they belong to the European religion. In the same way, you who reside in Hindustan or Bharat belong to the deity religion. However, you cannot call yourselves deities. You understand that you are degraded sinners, poverty-stricken, and vicious. When people on the path of devotion experience sorrow, they call out to the Father. Only you Brahmin children know that the Father to whom you were calling out is now telling you the story of immortality in order to give you your unlimited inheritance. We are going to become the masters of the land of immortality. The land of immortality is called heaven. You say that you are making effort to become a resident of heaven. When a person dies in the Iron Age, they say that he has become a resident of heaven. He did not make any effort to go to heaven, did he? You are making effort to go to Vaikunt, that land of immortality. Who is inspiring you to make effort? Immortal Baba, who is also called the Lord of immortality. This sacrificial fire means yajna, is also called a study place, pathshala. No other study place could be called a sacrificial fire. Separate sacrificial fires are created, at which Brahmin priests sit and recite mantras. Father says, there are two together here, your college and also a sacrificial fire. You know that the flames of destruction will emerge from the sacrificial fire of this knowledge. This whole world is to be sacrificed into it, and the new world will then be created. That is called the great Mahabharata war. There is no other war like that one. It is said that they fought with missiles. The war is not with you. Why is it called the Mahabharata war? There is only one religion in Bharat. Death takes place outside. There is no question of a war here. Father says, the Father explains, a new world is needed for you. Therefore, all of these innumerable religions are to be destroyed for you. You children have all the knowledge of the variety form image in your intellects. You also understand that those who came here to become deities in the previous cycle will come again. This is a matter for the intellect. All of us who have become Brahmins will then become deities. Prajapita Brahma has also been remembered. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, creates the human world through Brahma. This is why Brahma is called the Father of humanity. However, no one knows how or when he creates it. Would there be no human beings in the beginning, that he has to create them? People call out, "Oh, purifier, come." It is when people become impure that the Father comes. This world has to change. The Father is making you worthy for that new world. All of you are in this Tamopradhan, old world, and you now have to become Satopradhan. Father has explained that every human being and everything else has to go through the stages of Sato, Rajo, and Tamo. The world definitely becomes old from new. You wear new clothes, and then they also become old. You have received this knowledge. You are now listening to the story of true Narayan. The Gita is the jewel of all scriptures. All the rest are its children. Just as they are the offspring of Brahma, so the Gita is the main one. The highest on high is the mother and father. The rest are children. You can now receive your inheritance from the mother and father. No matter how many scriptures others study or whatever they do, they cannot receive this inheritance. Those who read the scriptures just earn a lot of income. That is all for a temporary period. You children listen to this here. Therefore, just consider how much income you are earning for 21 births. Just think about it. There, one person relates, means on the path of devotion. There, one person relates something and everyone gives him money. Here, the Father speaks to you children and you become so wealthy for 21 births. There, it is the pocket of the one who speaks that becomes full. To perform devotion, etc., is the work of those on the family path. You are those who belong to the family path. You know that you were worthy of worship in the world of heaven. How else could there be this calculation of 84 births? This is spiritual knowledge, which can only be received from the Supreme Spirit, the ocean of knowledge. The Purifier Father is the bestower of salvation for all. He is telling all of us children the story of immortality. You have been listening to false stories for birth after birth. You are now becoming 16 celestial degrees full by listening to this true story. The moon is said to be 16 celestial degrees full. The moon is said to be 16 celestial degrees full. This is not said of the sun. You souls understand that you will become full of all virtues, 16 celestial degrees full in the future. Then, after half a cycle, you will have alloy mixed into you. You now understand that you are once again becoming full of all virtues, 16 celestial degrees full deities once again. We souls will first go home and then come down and adopt bodies and become deities and then go into the moon dynasty. There has to be this account of 84 births. He has now told you the true story of 84 births and how many births you have taken in each age. Your children are told that the people of Bharat take 84 births. Firstly, since you speak of Mama and Baba, you have to understand that you are Brahmins. You claim your inheritance from Shiva Baba through Brahma Baba. Brahma also belongs to him. This inheritance cannot be received from Brahma. He is your brother. He is a bodily being. All of you children claim your inheritance from that one, not from this one, means Brahma. You must not remember the one from whom you do not receive the inheritance. Remember Shiva Baba alone. It is to him that you say, you are the mother and father, and we are your children. When you are coming here to him, it remains in your intellects that you are going to Shiv Baba. It is Shiv Baba who have to remember. You souls are points, and you have parts of 84 births recorded in you souls. Each soul resides in the center of a forehead. It flies in a second. I, this soul, shed a body and take another. I go and sit in the center of a forehead. Your intellects have the understanding of what you souls are like. There is no desire to see any such things in the Golden Age. A soul can only be seen in a divine vision. It is not something that can be seen with these eyes. It is only on the path of devotion that they have visions. For example, Vivekananda, the disciple of Ramakrishna, told how he was sitting in front of Ramakrishna and how that one's soul left that body and entered him. Nothing like that happens. How a soul leaves a body and enters another body has all been explained to you. You now know that you are making effort to go to that land of immortality. We will take birth in that land of immortality. We will each be in a palace of a womb there. We will each be in a palace of a womb there. Here, you cry out in distress a lot. While in the jail of a womb, Baba is now liberating you from all sorrow for half a cycle. Baba is now liberating you from all sorrow for half a cycle. Therefore, such a father should be remembered with so much love. We do not remember Baba because we do not keep our attainment in front of us. Baba has to say to remember him with so much love. अच्छा मीठे मीठे सिकिलदे बच्चों प्रति माता पिता बाप दादा का याद प्यार और गुड मॉर्निंग। रूहानी बाप की रूहानी बच्चों को नमस्ते। रूहानी बच्चों की रूहानी बाप दादा को याद प्यार गुड मॉर्निंग और नमस्ते। Essence for inculcation. First point, consider yourself to be a soul. Study with a spiritual father and claim your full inheritance. In order to become a master of the land of truth, listen to the true story and relate it to others. Only remember the one Father from whom you are to receive your unlimited inheritance, and not any bodily being. This whole world is to be set on fire. Therefore, see it, but don't see it. Blessing is, may you keep your register clean with the power of silence and be loved by God and the divine family. Just as an invention in science has been created, whereby whatever you have written can be erased, so that you can't even tell that something was written on it, in the same way, you have to clean your register with the power of silence, and you will then be loved by God and the divine family. Everyone loves honesty and cleanliness. This is why you must not let any wasteful thoughts or wasteful actions stay from one day to the next. Let the past be the past and put a full stop, and your register will remain clean, and the Lord will be pleased. Slogan is, to have wasteful thoughts or to be instrumental in creating wasteful thoughts in others is also impurity. Avyak signal to remain constantly cheerful. Be easy-natured and tolerant. It is necessary to have easiness, simplicity, and tolerance in your thoughts words and deeds. If there is easiness and simplicity, but not tolerance, you cannot be said to be elevated. If together with easiness and simplicity there is tolerance, you would then be said to be an embodiment of power. They have portrayed the Shaktis with both the virtues of easiness and tolerance. In the present result, in some cases there is more tolerance, and in other cases there is more easiness. Now, make both of them equal. Mama's speciality for today. What is meant with firm faith, unshakable faith? That could be seen from Mama's face. That would be visible through Mama's face. When Baba said something, there was no question asked. Mama never used to mix her own dictates with Baba's dictates. Baba said she would always explain, teach whatever Baba would say. She would explain in such a way that others would come to explain. She would bring so much nectar in that others would come to know, to understand very easily. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.